Hey everybody, Will Gully here with Recruiting Lounge. It's been a little bit since I last sent a message or talked to everybody. So much has gone on in the last month or so. I even grew out my beard with Men's Health November, and I've gotten to this point. Even got the grays showing. I just thought I'd just kind of let it ride for a little while. But this time of season for an athletic administrator, college athletic administrator, this part of the year is really challenging. It's the convergence of sports between the winter sports starting up, men's and women's basketball, gymnastics. They're rolling. They're starting up right now, and then you've got the postseason for the soccers and the volleyballs, the cross countries. Those are going on, and not only that, but football. Football is kind of reaching this big crescendo. Yesterday, we saw the announcement of the CFP Bowls, the CFP games with Michigan at number 1, Washington number 2, then bringing in third to Texas, and number 4 at Alabama. And there's a lot of conversation around that. But I don't want to talk about that today. I want to talk about something else that's happening. The transfer portal is opening. And so with the transfer portal opening, student athletes are putting their names in and allowing themselves to basically transfer to another school for another opportunity. And we've seen and heard, notable quarterbacks at various institutions, notable running backs, wide receivers, linebackers, all these people that are known and doing really good, having really good seasons, have had really good seasons at different schools, are looking for opportunities to grow their brand, to grow their audience, and put themselves in the best situation to compete at the highest level. And so with that, the transfer portal going on, coaches are now looking into the transfer portal, seeing if they can find somebody that will fit their system and help their team build for the future. But also, the real point of what I'm wanting to talk to you today about is culture, team culture. Okay, so it's not just about talent, it's about fit. How does this player fit with the existing nucleus of players that we have, right? It's that's something that cannot be lost, because we know that one person saying the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time can seed and can seed into the system and grow this negative influence inside the locker room, and that will derail any success or any building that a team has had. Okay, so what can you do as a recruit? What can you do? What can you ask as a parent? What should you say when looking for opportunities for your student athlete to go into a new school, new environment? And I'm specifically going to talk about transfers. So one thing, you want to make sure that the coach always has the best interest of the student athlete in mind, right? That student athlete in the transfer portal, they're looking for an opportunity, right? They want to play, right? They're looking for an opportunity to play, and not do it next year, but do it right now. Okay, gone are the days where student athletes go into a school and willing to wait 1-2 seasons to get their shot. If they're in the transfer portal, it's because they aren't happy. Generally, they aren't happy with how they've been able to play and execute at their prospective school, and so they're wanting to find opportunities for them to get in and play. And second, if you're a quarterback, you're wanting to know who the heck you're going to throw to. Okay, in the transfer era, right? Look at the quarterbacks that are kind of in the Heisman conversation right now. Bo Nix transferred to Oregon from Auburn. Michael Penix Jr. transferred to Washington from Indiana. Jayden Daniels at LSU transferred to LSU. So these 3 quarterbacks, they transferred to these schools, and what questions did they ask? Who is their offensive coordinator, right? They want to know who their OC is. Does their OC allow them to pass? Does a system fit their skills? Are they going to be able to pass the ball? Do they need to be mobile, get out of the pocket? And who the heck are they going to be throwing the ball to? Who are they going to be handing the ball off to? All right, and so what's the chemistry like? That's what they're trying to figure out, right? Now, that's one thing. Now you got to think about, all right, who's blocking for me? who are the people up front that are coming in next year and how long have they been in there? How long have they been together? What does that look like, right? So when they're going to schools and looking at different opportunities, they want to talk and meet with those individuals, right? And they want to get a sense for who they are, what they like, right? They've got to gel, they've got to mesh, and they have to do it quick. Okay, so that's transfer. That's the transfer. You got to figure out that culture piece. So what should you ask student athletes? So that's one. They're going to ask for those pieces. Now, two, what they're going to ask. They're going to ask about the school, the fans. Okay, when you transfer into a new environment, you don't know what that city is like. You don't know what that school is like. You don't know if the campus is supportive. You see what you've seen on TV, but you don't know if that's on a day-to-day basis. What happens if you're not as successful? Is the fan base gonna come at you and bash you? If you're not successful, is the coach gonna bench you? Like they're wanting to know what type of community is gonna be built around them to help support them when things are going well and when things aren't going as well as they had hoped. All right. So the support system, really, really important. As a student athlete, as a parent, those are the two things that you're definitely looking at. Third, if you're going to transfer into some place, who the heck are you playing? What does your schedule look like? Okay, is your schedule going to put you in the best light to be able to showcase your talent? Because at the end of the day, you're wanting to go somewhere so you can showcase your talent on a bigger stage. So are you going to play a tough schedule? Is your schedule one that's something that's like, hey, we're going to go out and have a really good season because of this schedule and because of who we have coming in? Okay, you're going to want to know who you're playing. That's candidly, that's why it was so important for Washington State and for Oregon State to find that scheduling alliance with the Mountain West Conference. So now they can actually go and say, we know who we're going to play. And we have a schedule that we think will be successful, will allow us to be successful on a big stage. So those three things. Parents, what should you think of when you're thinking about culture? The same thing you guys were thinking about when your kid was going into the first school is the same thing you should be thinking about when they're going to the new school. All right? You should be asking questions about classes transferring over, academic eligibility. You should be asking questions about mental health and the support system there. You should be asking me questions about the training staff, right? What type of access to trainers am I going to have? Do I have access to chiropractic and to acupuncture and to all those more holistic health environments? Do I have access to those things? You need to meet with, depending upon the type of player that you are, if it's your quarterback or whatever, if you're a number one guy that's looking to go somewhere else, you might want to sit down as a parent and talk to the athletic director, the sport administrator, and say, hey, what are you doing to help support this team's success? And be really specific with their answers. They're going to be generic, but you want to nail that down. What are you doing? What have you done to help them to achieve their success? Are you investing in them? Are you investing in facilities? Are you investing in mental health? Are you investing in nutrition? Those are the questions that you need to ask. And ask them really pointedly, like, what are you investing? If it's a public school, those are public records. You can ask them specifically to tell you numbers. How much are you investing in this stuff? How many staff, how many full-time employees do you have to support this stuff? It's important. Okay, so culture is important. Parents, student athletes looking to transfer to a new school, be concerned with the culture, the environment, the support system, all of those things that come into play. You are transferring for a number of different reasons, right? At the end of the day, you want an opportunity to compete and to play and to showcase your skill. I get it. We all get it. You can't do those things if you're not supported. You can't do those things if you don't have the academics lined up. You can't do those things if you don't have the system that best suits your skills and best suits your talent. Okay? I wish everyone luck in this time of transferring, coaches included. I wish nothing but the best, nothing but success for everybody. This is a stressful time in everyone's life and everyone's day to day. I get that. We get that. And as administrators, we want to make sure that it's all smooth and that you're taken care of and you're supported. So with that, I will leave you as always with, may your day be filled with moments of grace, mercy, joy, and love. Bye now.